If you're not receiving 5-star Yelp reviews every single day, and the patients are not signing out for your most expensive procedures, it is because of the one thing with your team. One of my private clients, who is a doctor and also wrote a PhD thesis in employee retention and sales acceleration for businesses, had shared with me the number one reason that she saw when she mentored companies across the United States that created instant, incredible sales. And that one thing is the buy-in from your entire team. Here's what I mean by that. If you want to have a practice where patients are coming in and are effortlessly signing up for anything that you recommend, no matter your fees, even if you tripled your fees tomorrow, your patients are going to be waitlisting for 3 months to sign up for you, to have a consultation with you. In order to achieve this experience, every single person on your team has to be tuned in into what your practice is delivering. You have to obtain a buy-in from your front desk, from your back office, from your lab technician, from your RDA, from your lead RDA, from your associate, if you have an associate. Everybody on your team needs to understand the value of what you are delivering and communicate it not just with words, but also non-verbally. And the reason why I see this is not happening, there are a couple of reasons. One of the reasons starts with the doctor. A lot of folks that I coach are underselling their own services. And what I mean by that is either you're undercharging or you're charging appropriately, but when you're conducting exams with your new patients, you don't step into your authority and you don't showcase the value of the work. You don't audaciously communicate what it is that you're going to deliver. This often happens when you are silently doubting some of your outcomes. The reality is nobody is perfect. We all have shortcomings. We all make mistakes. We all have areas where we need to grow. But the majority of doctors that work with me are geniuses. They're amazing at what they do, but they're selling themselves short due to that perfectionistic factor. They are not owning, you are likely not owning the results that you're creating. There's so much thought, preparation, technique, and effort that goes into you delivering the smile to the patient, and you're not communicating that to the patient. So the patient doesn't even know the magnitude of the transformation. So of course, they are not throwing their credit cards at you because they don't quite see the value. It hasn't been communicated well. I'll give you a very tangible example. My other coaching client has a boutique practice where she performs exceptional dentistry. She's an orthodontist, exceptional orthodontics. She is taking a lot of courses on smile aesthetics, on occlusion, on TMDs. And so she has this holistic approach to every patient, but she doesn't communicate that. She just tells them that we're going to straighten your teeth, you're going to look great. But there's so many things that she does. Laser, she works closely with a periodontist. And so, of course, patients are not they're surprised when her fees are $7,000 or $9,000, which she should charge actually $10,000 or $15,000. So when she's holding back, so will her front desk think that the fees are too high and what we're doing here is not that big of a deal. So will your back office. And so if you're not getting the buy-in from all of your team members, you are not going to have everyday 5-star Yelp reviews because your patients are not going to be perceiving what you're creating here. And this, like I mentioned, has been backed up by research by my beautiful doctor client who did a PhD research in employee retention. And we all want offices where team stays with us until we retire, but also the benefit of having your staff cohesive, not just operationally, but also on the sales level, is that you're creating incredible experiences for patients. You're creating that Disney World experience for your patients. You probably all heard about this analogy, but how do you actually do it? That doesn't mean that you have to serve patients champagne in the waiting room or do backflips in the back. What it means is that you need to, one, make sure that you as the founder, you as the doctor and the owner are completely aligned with the amount of incredible value in your own genius that you have, that you own it, and then you properly communicate it verbally and non-verbally. And then you also want to make sure that you hire the right people, and then you train them, you show them what is the magic that you're creating in your practice. And everybody gets the buy-in. Everybody sees how they are contributing to the piece of something incredible. You probably know that your staff is not motivated by raises. How many of you have given your staff raises and they're still not showing up and they're still not happy? Money only motivates people to a certain point. After that, the more money you give them for same-day starts or for staying late, they're not motivated. They want to go home to their family. So there has to be something different in order for them, A, stay longer working with you, B, create the kind of experience where patients convert seamlessly and instantly, and you have raving fans, what it means, 5-star Yelp reviews for you every single day. And you do this by calibrating your entire team to the value of the magic that you are delivering in your practice. And if you're wobbly on the magic, if you're questioning yourself, this is what I help you in my private coaching. Now, if you objectively look at your cases and there are issues over and over and over with something, like the crowns are constantly not seating, you are constantly not having good finishes with if you're an orthodontist, with your cases, or constantly rejection of your grafts, okay, that could be a technique issue. That could mean that you need more training. Let's do that. Most people, however, that are in my world are excellent at what they do. You are exceptional at what you do, but you don't own it. And because you don't own it, you don't claim it. And that's why you have price objections for patients. And that's why you're not continuously every day pumping raving fans that grow your practice without needing to market and without needing to be in network with insurances. I hope this was very helpful, and I'll see you next week.